Assalam. Remember that we have yesterday we make this page, and the this thing I will just refresh it because it is, yeah, it is. When I just let me finish it and then we can ask me the question. So we have this and this is working, this one is working, and then the color is white. What I said, that color should be blue. So if I just want to go back here and then change this body to star mean it is a style which is applicable on all the tags or the elements. So when I do that and refresh it, so now you can see that this is working, these buttons are working. On the other hand, these buttons, I am trying to click on these, but they are not moving the pictures. What is the problem? There's a problem in the carousel. And what is that? So here, this is our main div. This is our carousel. Okay, this is a carousel div. So inside the carousel div, I have this ID, carousel example indicators. I'll just change it to demo. When I change it to demo, again, these button will also, oh, not, I just need to refresh the page before I can say that. Now, look, I'm clicking on these buttons, but it is not at all moving. Why? Because these, these are the buttons, the bottom ones. And here, this part is actually making sure that they are moving. So it is a JavaScript code which is running in the bootstrap.js. So we already linked that file here, bootstrap.js. So here we need to make sure that we want to do that action on this ID, carousel ID. So this ID and this ID, they are not same. When we make these IDs the same, then refresh it. Now these buttons are working, but still these buttons are not working. So we need to find these buttons in our code and then fix the problem over there as well. So these buttons are here, So these buttons, again, we have the BS target button. So we need to make sure that this is the same ID that we have given here at this one point. When I save it and refresh my page, now this one is also working. Okay, so that was a problem yesterday with the carousel because we copy the page from two different places and it was not working. Even we didn't tested it, and then when later on I realized, oh, it's not working. Okay, so this was a problem. Yes, Faisal was asking something.
Can we change the color of the arrows?
Color of the
Arrows?
yes. The only thing is that we need to say that, look here, span, carousel area, true, span, and next, visually hidden. This is visually hidden, but these are the icons. So actually, if you change the icons are appearing. So if you change the icons and the colors, yes, it is a possibility. Okay. Any other question? No. Yes.
For me, I will be taking the exam in your office.
You will come at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
We will try to find a lab here and then we can take the exam. Okay?
I was asking if I bring laptop or
No, you come here. Okay, so we wanted, and the other thing that I want to clear here, that remember that we have the check that when yesterday we were discussing about that. So I was trying to use in this one here ID handover.
Yeah.
So I have defined this class, so I can just give that class here and it will work rather than having a different ID.
Yes.
Okay, the same thing I can do with the yeah, it is also already done. So if I just go to the home page, so now you can see that it is making that one. Now what I did ask you to do as yesterday, that divide this whole page into 3 equal parts. Okay, so we have put the nav bar here, and after the nav bar I am creating a div. Yes. Or maybe I can just try to put this thing here so that it can go up and you can see it. So I'm creating a div and I say class and I say container fluid or container. If it is a container, it will leave some space on the left and right, okay? And if it is a container fluid, it will try to cover the whole screen, okay? And then I just close it. So now we are in the container fluid. If I just try to also put the text center, it will automatically center align those elements inside this div. So I want to divide that whole page into three equal parts. What I need to do? I need to create a div class row, and inside the row I want to have columns, 3 columns of equal size. Okay, so again I can come down here, I can create a div, I say class, I say column dash. Now what will be the size?
6.
Because we have no, I am saying that it should be divided into 3 equal parts.
So
How many columns we have total in the bootstrap? 12. 12 total columns.
So
And if I want to divide that, then it will be 4. So 4. So now I can just copy these 3 times. So now total columns become 12, but this one column is equal to 4 columns. I just say that call 1 and call 2, and here I say call 3. Or maybe I can put the image because we want to put the image, and these images should also be of the same size. Okay, but so we say source images, and then I say images 1, and then I say style because we want to make it as, or we can define that style inside our style class here. Again we can say that dot image 3, and then I say width 200 pixels, and then height 200 pixels. And once we have defined this class, what I can do here, I can say that here I say class and I say image 3. Okay, so this image 3 class. So now I can just copy this thing and put it here and just change the image 2, and then I just change the image. Okay, so now I will just try to refresh my page. Now you can see that the only thing, if I just try to do, or not like this, I just want to change the, this one. So if I just do that, even it is very small, what the design is not responsive to my change of the size of the screen. Is not responsive. Why? Because the class that we have used here, the class column, is not responsive. On the other hand, if I just try to use the large dash, then this will become responsive. I save it, refresh the page, and now if I just try to change it, look at it. As long as our screen size is large, it remain in 3 columns, and as long as it is becoming the medium, it is going down. So if I just try to change that to MD medium, even in the medium it will try to save it, refresh it, but when it becomes small, it is going to. So now only by using the large, medium or small, what we are doing, we are making our style more responsive. If we only use column dash 4, then it is not responsive to the screen size. Okay, so this is what we wanted. I want to leave some space on the top margin. Okay, so how we can do that? I can say empty dash 4, empty margin top. on the top side it is leaving some margin.
Margin top, yes. We have, I think, margin right and left and down.
Yeah, I mean, but this is a class which is coming from the bootstrap. So if you want to see that, then of course you need to look at the documentation and then which class we're talking about. Okay, so now we want down here divide our page into two equal parts. Faisal, can you then guide me how I can do that? We have divided the page into three equal parts, put images, equal sizes, yes. Now I want that after this is a div which contain the images. After that I want to create a div in such that it divide the whole page into two equal parts. Yeah, two equal parts.
We do
What I need to do?
we need to make like 3 parts. We make
I need to make two parts.
2 parts only.
Yeah,
So,
two equal parts. What I need to do?
so we need to make div
Yeah, div.
class column.
No.
It's not we divide like six.
Yeah, divide in the column. First one, the first thing that we want that it should be inside the row. Okay, you say column. Okay, and then what I say? Large
No.
dash 6, and then I want to animate an image. Let's see, I mean, how it goes. It is doing what we wanted or not.
Any animation? So
Yeah, we have an image, so I say image, and source we have images, and then we have a car, and then maybe I can say style, and then I say height is equal to 100 pixels, and then close it. And if I just go back here, it is showing me my car, but I want to animate it.
so we have like opacity.
So first of all, what we need to do?
We define and function.
No, not a function. And in the CSS animation, what we need to do? What we need to do? What we need to define?
I can't write it.
Style what?
Class.
Animation style, yes, but what?
Keyframe.
Keyframes. So we say keyframes, and then we need to give the identifier. I say car animate. Car animation.
We can say,
Okay.
for example,
0%. What I want that it should at 0% left is at the 0 pixels, and the top is at the 0 pixels. Okay, and then I just try to make 4 copies. Here I say 25%, here I say 50%, here I say 75%, and then I make one more copy and make it yeah 100%, and this one is the 100. So here I want to move it to the right. What I need to do? Change left. This left and top represent this corner, and if I want to move this one towards right, what I need to do?
we can increase
We need to increase the number at the, for example, 200 pixels. Top will remain same because we just want to move it to the right. For the next one, I just want to move it to the current position and then 100 pixel down. And after that, I want to move it back left to the, but at the same position. So again 200, and then this one is again 0. Now what I need to do? We need to apply that on a class. So I say car anim class, and here I say animation, and I give the name car animation duration
let's say 5 seconds.
5 seconds, animation iteration 4 times. Yes.
What is the use of the iteration?
Iteration mean that this animation is going to repeat itself 4 times. Iteration. So and then I can just come down here and then apply the class here. Class car anim, because this is what we are going to use, car anim, car anim. Okay, let's see. Not working. Who can tell me that why it is not working?
Can you show the code?
The CSS file. So animation, it should be like animation name, right?
Yeah, no, animation is equal to this. We are giving the name here.
No, like dash name, like animation
Animation dash
Car animation.
name. Okay. And refresh it. Not working.
Look, this we have another problem. The HTML, the columns not inside the row.
Yes, we will see that one later on, that they are not in the row, but there is a problem because we can say that position a relative. Once the position is relative, it start moving by default. And what is happening here? It is coming back to the same position. Yeah, okay, that's fine, but that's an animation. You go, rather than it will go into the circle, into the whole rectangle part, it is going and then coming back. Okay, that's fine.
we must like position relative, right?
We can check. We have 0 0. We go to the right. Okay, we go to the right, and then we are going to the down, and then what we can say that here I can say top is we are down there, so that will become 0 and that will become 100. Then it will actually going to that one, right, bottom, left, and up. We just need to make sure that if what we wanted to do.
Before you make it relative, it was absolute or what?
It was fixed.
So
when it is fixed, so it does not allow it to move around.
That means any element in HTML it's fixed by default.
By default, yeah, the position is fixed by default, but we are making it relative. So when it is relative, now it can move around. Okay. In the second column, we want to put a form. Form label for L name and put label. First name, then I put the input name, L name, and then I can say that another one, okay, this one is the F name, and this one is the L name, last name. Okay, and here I say last name, and then I can also put a button, and inside the button I can say submit. See that thing? Not this one. Refresh it. So now you can see that it is not making that columns. Vessel. It is not making that column. It is not dividing that into two equal parts, because we are putting some columns. So it is a column of which is containing the 6 rows. It is a spanning on the 6 columns, but the next column is coming down. So that's why your name is Mansoor has pointed out that these columns are not in rows. Okay, so these columns are not in rows. So what I need to do, I need to put that into a div and make it a class row, and after that I can put that one. Once I do that and refresh it, now you can see that but again it is we want to leave some space on the top. So what I need to do, I need to apply the empty -4 or 5. Okay, we can leave some space. And the other thing is I want that these should be like the last name should go to the next line and submit go to the next line. So what I can do, I can put a BR line break, or maybe I put a 2-1 here. So just like this one, I put another one here. Now if I just do that, now we have this one. So we have a column, and then whatever we want, we can put whatever we want. We want to put to the check boxes or the radio buttons and whatever. But I want that when I submit, it show me alert. What I can do? Simple JavaScript. On click, I want to show an alert, and inside the alert I want to show successfully submitted. Whatever message we want to show, that's a string that you want to show. If I just save it and refresh it, and that, look, it is coming up.
Yes.
And animations are moving. If I say that I just want to make a movie like the animation that we did before, I'll just do that. And what was that? It was 200, no, 0, no, it was, yes, it was 200, and then this becomes 0. Yeah, I need to make it 200, not 2000. If I do that and then do that, is actually go into the same path and then coming back on the same path. Okay, but you need to make sure that you are doing the right animation what is asked for.
What if, Doctor, I didn't divide the percentage by 4, so I directly from 0 to 100%?
If you say 0 to 100%, for example, yes, you can do that. For example, if I just remove that part, so what will happen?
So it will not go back.
It's supposed to be faster, right?
Oh, it will, there is a...
Look, once it reach the up here, the animation is finished. Now it will go back the original position and then again start the animation, because we are saying that we are doing the animation 4 or 5 times. How many times we are saying? 5 times, 4 times.
Okay.
So wherever we leave, it will go back to the original position, and then it start the next animation. Go back to the original position and then start the animations. Is it clear? So that's, I think that I should stop the video.